how the plane wall, how the heat transfer will occur in a plane wall. And you have seen that there is some kind of resistive force, or you can say the resistance. So we have discussed that like this, that this is called as the resistance, which you have read in your electronics or electrical subject, that these are the resistance when the heat will flow from this direction to this direction, because you cannot be sure that your complete heat transfer will occur from higher temperature to lower temperature. Means there is some kind of resistive force which exerted in between that plate. So we have discussed that how the resistance, or you can say resistance, which is nothing but ratio of L by Ka. L is your length, how much is the length, K is the thermal conductivity, A is the area of that slab or any kind of surface. You can easily determine the resistance. Okay, now today we will talk about how, what will happen if you will take a composite wall. Means if you have multiple wall, generally we talk about for single wall. If you will take the multiple wall, one, two, three, one will be your any kind of coating, or you are providing any kind of glass wool. Then again, here will be some kind of metal sheet, and again here will be some kind of coating if you are adding inside. Means if the fluid, if the heat is transferring from in this direction, okay, from here to here, means here will be the higher temperature, T1 will be higher than T2. Okay, so this kind of, what will happen if you will consider this kind of wall, and how the heat transfer will takes place from this surface to this surface. Okay, so we will talk about little bit about this. And we already discussed that resistance, how you are deriving. If this is the resistance, then how, what will be the formula? R equal to L by Ka. Just keep this in your mind and never forget this whole expression. Now, how you will apply? Now have a look. You have three slabs, A1, A, B, and C, and each having the different thermal conductivity. And one more thing, if anyone will ask how you will draw that the temperature difference or temperature variation in a particular slab, then keep this in your mind that it will be depend on the thermal conductivity of a particular material. If this surface will be your wool, glass wool, WOOL. If this surface is your metal surface, any kind of metal, iron, copper, and if this surface any kind of coating, metallic coating, like you have coated with copper or any kind of coating, then each thermal conductivity will depend on it will be depend on the thermal conductivity of the material. Means if the temperature it is very high at this particular point, and here it is very low at the T2, then your thermal conductivity of the material will decide how the curve will look like. Okay, it will be depend on the thermal conductivity of the material. Okay, if the thermal conductivity of any kind of metal it is very high, then loss will be low. Means this line near about a straight, not complete a straight, but it will be near about a straight. Means your metal will transfer more heat as compared to any kind of wood or any kind of other metal. And in metal also, we have already discussed, like copper, which have the higher value of the thermal conductivity, and iron have higher conductivity, but not as compared to copper. It is depend on that the material, which kind of material you are using. Now what you have to do, you have assume here to determine that how you will determine. Now have a look how the transfer will take place. You have to design in a resistive manner. That first resistance because of this slab A, and the second slab B, and the third slab C. All the three will exert some kind of resistive force to transfer heat from this direction to this direction. Then how you will approach? First you have to write, since the quantity of the heat transmission per unit time through the each slab is same, then you are assuming that Q will be same, because Q will be dependent on thermal conductivity, your area, and how much will be the temperature from here to here or here to here. Okay, and it will be, and third will be your that length L, and each and everywhere it is known to you that here is the T1, here is the T2, here is T3, and here is T4. Each and every temperature and K and A and L, each and everything it is known to you. Then how you will equate for this slab? K1 multiplied by A will be your area, whole cross-sectional area of this particular slab for A1 only. Temperature difference T1 minus T2 divided by L. L will be your length. How much is the length? Similarly, you have to equate for this Kb multiplied by A divided by La and multiplied by temperature difference T2 minus T3. Similarly, for this slab, for slab number 3, K3 multiplied by A, T3 minus T4 divided by Lc. After doing this thing, what you have to do, you have to rearrange these values. How you will rearrange? In terms of that resistive force, means same thing you did here. What you did here, Q equal to minus K A T2 minus T1 divided by L. Then how you have written K A T1 minus T2? Same thing what you did in last class for the single only single wall, and you have divided this whole portion here. Then you have got the resistive that you have got the resistance value. Okay, then what, same thing you have to follow here also. When you will divide this area with respective length, area and the thermal conductivity with their respective length, you will get this formula, and these will be the resistive force. Okay, then what you have to do, you have to rearrange. What you have to do, you have to rearrange this, all these values known to you. Then you want to determine the temperature. Okay, how you will determine T1 minus T2? It will be this. How you will get from this thing only? Okay, if you will put this value, if you'll take only two values, Q equal to Ka T1 minus T2, then how much will be T1 minus T2? T1 minus T2 will be Q multiplied by La divided by Ka and A. Okay, same thing you have to write like this. Okay, after writing same plate for T1 minus T2, T3 minus T2, then you have to determine the overall temperature difference. What you have to do, T1 minus T4 will be your overall temperature difference. Then just take it out common as Q, then Q will be this value. Okay, Q will be this value. And you have already known that Q, don't forget about capital Q and a small q. Small q equal to capital Q divided by area. Okay, just keep this thing in your mind, that the small q, it is equal to capital Q divided by area. Okay, we will use this formula for further derivation. Okay, then how much you have got? Q will be A. If you will take that, area will be come out, then here will be T1 minus T2, and all these term will go at the denominator. Okay, then Q you have got Q equal to A, it is the area, and multiplied by the whole temperature difference T1 minus T4 divided by each resistive values. How much is the resistance applied by this value? If area, you have assumed that they have the same area. Okay, now same thing, now he has taken, he has multiplied by with area, and he has put this value in term of resistance, how the resistance will takes place. Okay, and this value you have to use for the numerical problem. Q it equal to T1 minus T4. T1 minus T4 means T1 here, T4 here, and you have to add all the resistive forces which you have. K1 L1 divided by K1A plus, for this LB divided by KBA, and for this LC divided by KCA. Okay, this formula you have to keep in your mind, this formula. Okay, if you have N slab or any kind of slab, just add all the resistive forces in the denominator and difference, and put the value of the difference, temperature T1 minus T2, you will get the value of the Q. Okay, okay, after doing, you can do, if you have different kind of wall like this. Now have a look A, and here this area has been splitted. And how you will represent that thing? Here you will represent like this. It follow like a electricity flow. Means if any body you have parallel position, then you have to put like this. If you have any body which is series on this, then you have to add simultaneously. You have to put simultaneously. First A, and then B will be here, C will be here, and then D will be here, and here 1 2 3 slabs. Then you have to write like this thing. Okay, same thing we will use. I think you have got little bit about how you will approach for the composite wall. It is similar to that single wall, but you have to keep this mind how you will approach and how you will apply this formula and the final formula that you have derived, that Q equal to T1 minus T4 divided by, you have to add all the resistive forces, add all the resistive forces. Now we have to talk about that overall heat transfer, how you will approach the overall heat transfer. As you have determined, if you have multiple slab, here multiple slab, then what you did, you have differentiated final value and the initial value. Then definitely you have to determine how much will be the overall heat transfer, okay. Then how you will define the overall heat transfer, which deal with the problem of the fluid to fluid heat transfer across a metal body. It is usually to adopt an overall heat transfer coefficient U, capital U, which gives the heat transmitted per unit area, per unit time, per degree temperature difference between the bulk fluid and each side of the metal. What he is saying, if your heat will transfer from this position to this position, then you have to talk about the temperature difference, your T hot and the T cold. This is hot, THF, and TCF, this is cold fluid film. Then you have to differentiate, and whole thing you can easily determine the overall heat transfer. How you will determine? Now you can see here the fluid is flowing, here will be the fluid film resistive force, and here will be the cold film resistive force, and this is your metal body. Okay, can anyone tell why it is in curve nature, why it is not straight? Means I'm talking about the temperature profile, why it is not a straight line, why it is there is some kind of curve. Can anyone? Then we have to determine the overall heat transfer. Then what you will do, you have to equate the whole the resistive force by adding all whole the resistive force equate with overall heat transfer coefficient. Now how you have to approach? Q will be your HA T fluid minus T1. This thing we will follow this method. How you will approach this thing? Here will be the convective heat transfer will occur in the solid. Here will be your conduction heat transfer will occur. Then you have to equate HA T final minus T1. Here will be the T final, here will be the T1. And here for the whole slab, HA T1 minus T2 divided by L. This is the heat of conduction. And here will be again convection will occur. Now here you have got the three term and you have to equate each term. Okay, T1 minus T2, THF minus T1, all these terms you have to determine in term of temperature. Then you have to determine temperature THF minus TCF. That is the difference whole term. And same as you have applied for the composite wall, you have to determine the how much will be the temperature final and initial. Okay, then you have to determine cold film. This is for the hot film. This is cold film, and this is for your solid particle. Solid that metal which you have used for the heat transfer. And this much will be your value for the overall heat transfer coefficient. And you have determined U equal to 1 divided by all. You have to add all the resistive forces in denominator. Okay, just read this formula, because this formula is frequently used if you want to determine overall heat transfer coefficient in a composite wall, or you can say in your bioreactor. Because when you are designing your reactor in the boundary at this particular surface, there generally people use 2 to 3 surface areas. One will be your glass wool, another will be your painting or a kind of material, metal painting or any kind of thing that can be occurred. If anyone asks how you will determine that overall heat transfer, then you have to, what you have to do for determining 1 divided by, you have to determine all the resistive forces. These are your resistive forces, 3 boundaries, 1, 2, 2 boundaries, sorry, 2 boundaries. Okay, if you have any kind of film, then only you have to apply for film also. If somebody asks, just tell me the overall heat transfer. If you have here the fluid is flowing, here will be the small film for cold fluid or any kind of hot fluid. Then you have to add one term also for regarding 1 by HF for the convective heat transfer. Okay, just keep this thing in your mind. Here we are talking about any one kind of film, hot film and cold film. To determine overall heat transfer coefficient, UA, and that the temperature difference. When you will equate this thing, UA temperature difference, then you will get the value of the overall heat transfer coefficient. Okay, now we have finished this thing also. Now we will solve few problems that we have got little idea how the conduction will take place in composite wall, in plane surface, or the overall heat transfer, how we can determine. Now, first we will solve this problem that the inner surface of a plain brick wall is at 60-degree temperature. This is given the 60-degree temperature here. And the outside temperature is the 35-degree temperature. Okay, here is the 35-degree temperature. The calculate the rate of heat transfer per meter square of surface area of wall, which is, this is the thickness they have given, that 220 mm, and the thermal conductivity of the brick is 0.51. Okay, just solve how much will be your, calculate the heat transfer per unit area. Okay, tell how you will solve. Tell. First read that question thoroughly, then approach. What value it is known to you? You know the temperature T1, you know the temperature T2. Here is the, you know that the how much is the thickness, how much is the length, or you say, and you know the brick wall thermal conductivity of the brick wall. Okay, then tell how much will be the value of heat transfer. Tell. Please solve the problem and tell me how much will be that the value of the heat transfer. Tell. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. Then tell
Okay,
how much will
please
be the
open the
value of.
question.
Okay. I have opened that question. The inner surface area of plain brick wall is at 60-degree temperature. This is 60-degree temperature. And this surface, it is your 35-degree temperature. You know the thermal conductivity, and you know that how much will be the length of that wall. Then calculate how much will be the heat transfer. Tell. Okay, have you solved anyone?
Sir, just a
Okay, how
minute,
you
just
will
a minute.
approach? You have
Just a
to.
minute.
Okay.
Sir, minus 2.805.
Minus.
Yes.
But how it will be minus? Directly apply Q equal to Q by A.
Sir, okay,
Everything
that was
known to
T1
you.
minus
Sir,
T2.
57.95 something.
Ah, 9. Okay, just multiply thermal conductivity or
Yes, sir,
temperature
yes, sir,
difference
बराबर.
and L. Okay, have you got?
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. Then good. Then solve one problem more because this thing you have to solve. Then only you will get to know that one more problem. Same formula you have to apply. Consider a slab thickness. They have given here is the slab thickness 0.25 meter, and one surface temperature is kept at 100-degree temperature, and the other surface at the 0-degree temperature. Here is the 100. Here is the 0. Length it is known to you 0.25. Determine the net flux across the slab if the slab is made up of the pure copper. The thermal conductivity of the pure copper they have already given. Just apply the same formula. Just tell how much will be value.
Sir, 155040.
Yes. 155 10 to the power 5 watt per meter square. Correct.
Yes.
Correct. Anyone else who has solved this problem?
Yes, sir, मेरा भी यही आया है.
Okay. Only two candidates have solved, huh? Anyone else? What is your name? Both of you tell your name.
Ayushi.
Tell your name.
Vandana.
You see. And next.
Vandana.
Okay, Vandana. Okay, we will solve this problem. Okay, the year of by a 0.1 meter layer of common K 0.watt per meter degree centigrade, followed by a 0.4 meter layer of gypsum. This is the one. This is the second gypsum. Small 0.8 watt per meter degree centigrade. What thickness is loosely a rock or wool insulation, which also given K equal to 0.65 watt per meter degree centigrade, added to
सर
reduce
आपकी
the heat
स्क्रीन नहीं
loss
दिख रही है.
or gain through the wall. Okay, मेरा स्क्रीन नहीं दिख रहा.
No, sir.
Give me a moment. Let me share again. Okay, there is one problem. An exterior wall of house, maybe approximately that thickness they have given. L is 0.5, which is made up of common brick. Then they have added the gypsum. The length is 0.04, and they want to calculate how much should be the value of thickness X, that this rock wool thickness and thermal conductivity is known to you. Okay, then L, it is known to you. Let me show little bit. L is known to you. You have to determine LC, this length, how much would be the length of that rock wool. Okay, and gypsum length, it is known to you, and thermal conductivity, each and every body, it is known to you. Okay, then what you have to determine, you have to determine thermal, this value X. Okay, how you will determine this value? You have to apply for the whole wall. Q equal to Ka T1 minus T2 divided by how much is the length. Okay, but here there is the three kind of resistance also there. Okay, then how you will approach? Now see, then you have to apply Q2 equal to Ka. If this one is the area, sorry, this will be the your area. If you'll assume as a common or constant, that will be okay. Temperature delta T will be throughout the whole body, from this body to this body. Then you have to add all the resistive forces, L by Ka, L by Kb, and Lc by Kc for all three surfaces, and just determine this value. And but one more thing here, that he also used that for the two body surface here. Now for full insulation for this body also, he said how much will be that value also. Then how you will approach? You have to approach, you have to determine 2Q. One will be for your whole slab, and second will be for A and slab, A and B. Okay, and how you will apply? Q1 will be Ka delta T. You have added the two walls, A and B. One is gypsum, another one is your gypsum and that the common brick. You have added two. Just equate this value. You will get some value from here, and you will get some value from here. Then equate all two values, this two and this value. You will get the value of in term of Q1. And after putting all the value, you will get the value of the how much will be the value of the X. Have you got my question? Yes or no? What is the question? Let me repeat again. There is the question, how much should be the value of this, that heat loss, or let me read, what thickness of the loosely packed wool insulation should be to the heat loss or the heat gain through the wall of 80%. Means how you will reduce near about 80%. How much should be this thickness? Then what you have to do, you have to first of all determine the heat loss or heat transfer this particular region A and B, and you have to determine for the whole segment, because you have to add any kind of rock wool which can reduce your thermal which can reduce your heat loss up to 80%. Okay, just approach as I already told. First you have to apply for the two bricks, that the two walls A and B. Then you have to apply for whole walls because you want to reduce 80%. Okay, then what you have to do, you have to equate this equation, Q1 Q2 equal to 1 minus 0.8 multiplied by Q1, because you are going to reduce near about 80% of the heat from the surface. Okay, just put all the values and you will get the value of the X. Just solve this problem. Have you got my question? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Then let me put all these values now. See, sorry.
Sir,
Hmm.
sir,
Yes, tell.
thickness would be 4.1 centimeter.
4.1 centimeter. Maybe near about. I think it's okay. And anyone else who has solved this problem?
Sir, 0.0587.
Okay, near about. It's okay. Both is correct. Anyone else?
0.058.
0.058. Okay. Anybody? Okay, tell me your names who have solved this problem one by one.
Suniti Chaudhary.
Wait.
Ayushi.
Sorry for this.
Vandana.
Niti Chaudhary, second. Sorry, Niti, Vandana, and third one, Ayushi,
Ayushi.
correct?
Sir, Aarti.
Ayushi.
जब मैंने आंसर
Only
नहीं
three
बोला
candidates.
लेकिन मैंने सॉल्व किया है.
Okay. Okay. Aarti, what is your full name? Please tell your full name. Aarti.
Gupta.
Okay. The fifth candidate, who is that? What is the answer? Somebody was saying he has solved, but he has not responded. What is the answer? What is her name?
So Vandana 0.58.8 mm. 0.05.
Okay, Vandana, I have already mentioned your name. Only four candidates have solved. Nidhi, Vandana, Ayushi, and
So we are
Aarti. Correct?
solving.
Aarti
So we are
Gupta.
solving.
Sir, I have also
Okay,
solved.
okay, then solve. Okay, solve. Just tell me your answers. This is the question.
So 0.058.
Okay, tell your name.
So Apurva.
Pardon, what? What is your name?
Apurva.
Could you repeat again?
So Apurva.
Apurva. Apurva. Okay, okay, Apurva. Okay.
Sir, 0.0587.
0.05. Okay. What is your name?
Manjri.
Sir, 0.057.
0.057. Okay. What is your name?
Sir, Akshita Sharma.
Sir, it's
0.0567.
0.0567. Okay. What is your name?
Akansha.
Sir,
Full name.
0.058 is the
Okay. Okay. What is your answer? 0.0?
58.
Okay. What is your name?
Sir,
58.
Srishti Kapoor.
Okay. What is your name?
Sir, Srishti Kapoor.
Okay. Srishti
Sir,
Kapoor.
0.057. Sir, Roshni Bharti.
Okay. Roshni Bharti. Okay.
Sir, 0.058.
Anyone else? Okay. What is your name?
Soumya.
Full name. Okay. Soumya. Full name.
Soumya Singh.
Okay. Thanks. Okay. Anyone else? I have got only 11 answers.
Sir 0.0.
Sir, 0.058.
0.058. Okay. What is your name?
Sir, Anjali Tanwar.
Okay.
Sir 0.057.
Okay. 0.057. What is your name?
Ritika.
Name, please.
Sir Ritika.
Ritika.
Yes sir.
Only Ritika. Full name, please.
Sir only Ritika.
Okay. Full name Ritika. Okay. Okay.
Sir, I have also completed. Akshita Pawar.
Oh, what is your answer?
0.058.
Okay. What is your name? Akshita Pawar.
0.058.
Okay. Okay. What is your
Yes,
name?
sir.
Akshita Pawar. Okay. Okay.
Sir, 0.058.
Okay. Good. What is your name?
Sir, Sagar Verma. Sagar Verma.
Sagar Verma. Okay.
Sir, 0.0578.
Okay. Then what is your name?
Vanshika Rana.
Okay.
Hello.
Yes, I'm here.
Sir, sir मेरा भी हो गया 0.0578.
Okay. 0.0578. Okay. And what is your name?
Chanda.
Pardon? Okay. Your full name Chanda. Okay. Anyone else who has solved this problem, please tell your name and with answer. And one more thing, tomorrow we will solve 2 problem more based on same mechanism. Means today we have solved only conduction. Na? Tomorrow we will solve convection plus conduction. Okay. Means where will be that conduction and convection both be there like this. Here will be your convection. Here will be your conduction. We will discuss this kind of problem also, but we will solve tomorrow. Okay. Anyone else who has solved this problem?
Sir, chat box में भी है answers.
Okay. Okay, chat box. Oh my god. Where's the chat box? Ducks. Okay. Then Sagar Verma, Srishti already mentioned. Neha. Okay. Neha. Chaudhary. Okay, Sagar Verma. Chanda already had written. Salja. Bharadwaj. Riya. Ritika Goswami. Okay. Okay, I have got, I think, 27 answer. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, tomorrow we will solve few problem on that, where we will add both conduction and convection. Okay. Okay. Tomorrow we will discuss.
Okay, sir.
And one more thing, if you have any query, please let me know. And yesterday I have circulated that notes also. Just go through all notes and read once and tell me, yeah, if you have any query. Okay, na? Okay, then
Thank you,
we
sir.
will start tomorrow.